Hello, beautiful people. Today is going to be that video that you actually want to sit down and take notes. We are going to be talking about all things nutrition. As we reinvent ourselves and rebrand, we also cannot forget about the importance of good nutrition. And I give a lot of these tips to my clients day to day, and I figured I would share them with you. So I'm going to be taking you along throughout my day, how I started my morning after clients today, and throughout the day when I am meal prepping or preparing foods for during the week. The successful people that you admire have also put in the work day to day. There is no time off when you are trying to be great. There is time off when you are comfortable, you are stagnant, you are unmotivated, depressed, and having all these emotions that make you want to stay down. It takes work for you to get outside of your head and believe that greatness is meant for you if you get up today. So after this video, I hope you feel more motivated to get up and stick to those goals that you have set. Don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button, and the post notification button, because I'm obviously going to be dropping those tips and those gems. Good morning, my loves. Mornings for me start really early with clients. So I'm going to be taking you through as much as I can throughout the day today. We're going to be talking about nutrition. A majority of it is going to be how to meal prep your food and make life feel a lot easier when you want to accomplish your goals, especially if you have health goals. After I'm done with clients, I usually do my cardio. So that is what we're gonna do. While I was training my clients, I was already sipping on my lemon water and glutamine. I never tell my clients that they're on a diet, because life is supposed to be about balance and finding foods that you particularly like. I'm not the coach that's going to tell you to eat broccoli and rice all day. You need to know your portion size, but you also need to know what you like to eat and find the healthy alternatives to it to make sure that they match and align with who you want to become. If your higher self is someone who is successful, someone who is the most confident, healthiest version that you want to imagine, we have to put that into our reality. What do their habits look like? What does their mindset look like? What does their day-to-day actions look like? Because you cannot get new results without new habits, new ways of thinking, and a healthier you. Because a healthier you is not impossible. You just haven't made it easy for yourself to stick to the routine or stick to what requires, which is effort. That is heavily required, effort and consistency, when it comes to becoming your healthiest version of you. I've been in the fitness industry now for 9 years. I've been a coach for about 5 years. I am a professional bodybuilder. I'm a bikini Olympian for the IFBB Pro League, and I am taking some time off currently to focus on other things. As I was talking to my girlfriend today, I was telling her that we are no different from any successful person that we are inspired by. They have gone through triumphs. They have gone through struggles. They have gone through self-doubt. They have gone through fear. They have gone through relearning themselves. And at the end of the day, they chose to break those limiting beliefs and really strive for what it is that they wanted. They are successful because they persevered. They were resilient. They believed that they could, and they did, and they conquered. And no matter what, when you are successful, you are not going to stop having obstacles and challenges. You just get stronger mentally and physically. You are limiting your life because you think that you can't become that strong mentally person that is emotionally intelligent, that is mentally aware, that is really in tune with their self, so that the world is not controlling them and the outcome, right? We got to now take back the power and put it into believing more in ourselves, being consistent, having effort. And effort is so important, because imagine you want an amazing relationship with your spouse. It takes effort and work for you to have the reality of your dreams. When you want your plants to grow, you have to water them. The same way it goes for you. If you want to grow and excel to the person that you want to become while you're reinventing yourself, you have to water you. God has already planted the seed within you, and now you have to show up and add the water. If you don't add water to your plant's consistency, it's not going to grow. The leaves are going to start to fall off and stay down and brittle. And that is probably a season where you're in, where you need to actually add water. You need to add some consistency and more effort times 10. Today we're going to be in the kitchen, but first we're going to hit Costco, and I'm going to show you a little bit of what I buy, and then I'm going to show you how I meal prep it all so that it doesn't take so much time. I probably spend time in the kitchen for about an hour to 2 hours per week. And I do eat pizzas, I do eat burgers, I love burgers, I do eat outside, I do have a sweet tooth, but I make it work so I can maintain my shape and my physique. As a coach, it's really important that I stick to my goals so I can help my clients when it comes to what they struggle with, because I'm not taking advice from somebody who can't do what I'm trying to accomplish, period. One mistake that people make when they're going grocery shopping is not having a list of what you actually need. I tell my clients all the time that they need to know what they want to have, what food groups they'd like to eat during the week. Every week you're going to be craving something differently, but you want to stick to a schedule, or at least a routine that you know that this might come up. So if you like pasta, have pasta this week, and maybe next week you can have salmon. You want to make sure that your food, especially when consuming protein that has a good amount of fats in it, like your salmon and your beef. Then you're gonna have lean meats, lean proteins like egg whites, chicken breast, turkey breast, fish, white fish, and you wanna make sure you know the difference. So I make sure that I always have a list when I go grocery shopping. I check my kitchen first to make sure I know what is running low, and I just quickly go to the grocery store, I get what I need. If you go to the grocery store with a blind eye, you're gonna have a lot of things in your cart that you didn't actually need. And that's how you end up packing on the pounds. If you like snacks, write down the few snacks that you want. Too often I see carts that are filled with so many sugary cereals and so many sugary snacks. If you are trying to become your healthiest version, the healthiest self, and you have acne and so many breakouts, or you're constipated or bloated all the time, groggy, tired, your mood fluctuates, it's because your body is not consuming the whole foods and the nutrients that it needs daily. And if you're packing your cart with all these sugary items like cereals, chips, junk food, etc., then how do you expect to be filling your body up for it to produce the fuel that you need, or to have the clear skin that you need, or the banging body that you admire? Why are you admiring everybody else who is fit and active, and you are not taking care of yourself? You're being so excited to see somebody else's progress and what they look like, and you're not taking initiative and accountability for you to get on track. Yes, it requires effort and consistency. Your first step is going to be having a meal plan, or just an idea of the certain food groups that you'd like to eat. Make sure that a lot of the food that you're eating are whole foods. I like to go to Costco because everything is in bulk, and when we're eating for 2 people, it lasts a lot longer having a huge bulk variety in the house. When it comes to snacks, I keep my snacks really limited in the house because I go to restaurants about 1 to 2 times a week, and that is where I'll splurge. I'll have dessert, I'll have pastries, but I try and keep it limited in my house. So when I am in a bad mood or my triggers are triggering, then I do not have that motivation to grab something bad to self-sabotage my progress. If you have too many items and treats in your house, you're going to end up self-sabotaging eventually when you get into a spiral of emotions that make you feel like you need to cope with drinking a full bottle of wine or eating a whole bag of chips or sitting on the couch after work watching Netflix or a YouTube video. And we want to be able to enjoy treats when we're feeling good, not just when we're feeling emotionally drained. It's winter here and it's snowing, so we got to deal with the colds, and you're coming with me, so gear up. You guys are already gonna ask me what camera am I using, and I am using the iPhone 14 Pro Max to film on the front camera, and I never film on the front camera unless I'm driving. I'm in the passenger seat, so don't come for me. But I didn't have time to eat. It's the weekday, so oftentimes you're gonna be super busy. I have my food with me and I have my water bottle with me. I always have water with me. Always bring your water with you, okay? You do not want to be dehydrated or parched. Stop grabbing energy drinks and unnecessary items to drink while you're out. You're just spending money for no reason. And make sure that you eat before you go anywhere, especially grocery shopping. Luckily, I'm not driving, so I'm eating in the car real quick and then hitting the store. We finally got to Costco and it's dead. Let's go grab the groceries real quick. We're gonna spend about 10 minutes in here. Trout. I don't think they have salmon. They don't have salmon. Substituting this spatula. I'm getting the smart sweets too. Oh, that looks good. I just drove to another Costco just for salmon. Now we're going home. Y'all, so we just got back from the grocery run and I'm gonna quickly get all of this away, quickly showing you what I got. I got some greens because I always have a salad every single day. I'm not much of a salad girl, but now I've been really creative. So I'm gonna show you what I add to my salads, make them really quick and simple. Then I got some bananas. So the bananas are definitely gonna have to ripen. I went to another Costco because the first Costco didn't have salmon. So I'm going to prep some salmon for tonight. I have to be at the gym in an hour. So I'm gonna meal prep this and show you guys when I start with my stuff. We got 3 packages of chicken. We got some extra vitamins because we like the gummy chewy candy vitamins, and especially if I'm having any sugar cravings, I will usually save my vitamins for the end of the day because that's when usually I'll have my cravings for candy, and that's what I'll have. Got some tomatoes for the salad. We got almond butter. I love almond butter for one of my healthy fats. And for my travels, we got some smart sweets because I am headed to LA for a photo shoot. Make sure that I have some snacks that don't add any bloating or water weight from the sugars. So this is usually my go-to when I'm carrying something on the plane. Also really good for kids. Get into prepping the food. Then we can eat, go to the gym. I really like to cut up my vegetables that I'm going to be putting in my salads. When I'm making a salad, I usually have the base of it 3 things. You got, guys. All right, so we got the cucumbers. Just want to show you the time. It is 4:25 and we'll check back in shortly. Now we got some potatoes. It comes in handy having an air fryer, so I always turn on my air fryer. One side is gonna be for chicken and the other side is gonna be for the potatoes. Right now we're gonna prep the potatoes. I like to broil my potatoes, so let's start it, so it's heated already. And then number one, I'm gonna use this bake, and I'm gonna bake my chicken. Remember to wash off your potatoes, and then after that, we're gonna chop any bad parts of the potato off. I like to use this seasoning salt from Costco and olive oil to coat my potatoes. Now it's time to prepare our chicken. So we're going to be cleaning it with lemon juice and vinegar first. We'll cut it up and I'll show you what I do with it. I do not like to touch chicken. We're gonna prep some salmon, and this is what I'm going to be using. We got maple syrup, but it's made with stevia on the left-hand side. And then I love this sweet and heat mustard, and we're gonna mix the two and throw it in this bowl. It's seasoned already, and I have the salmon season from Trader Joe's. It's so good. So I season it up, and then I add this, and then I'm gonna put it in a bag and put it in the freezer. You are gonna want to have a lot of Lysol wipes when you are prepping. Okay guys, so the meal prep is pretty much done. Okay, it is 5:04, so roughly 30 minutes. And these are what I use for my salmon. Okay, this is what I use for my chicken. And I usually use the Montreal steak to season my chicken since there's similar ingredients. When you're doing steak or chicken. So these are my favorite sauces that I've recently discovered. They are organic and very healthy, low in calories. I use this brand to marinate my chicken or just add it on top when it's already cooked. Use the seasoning salt from High's for my potatoes. You've got your veggies that are pre-cut for your salad. Salmon that I'm gonna cook tonight after the gym. These are going into the freezer for the end of the week. So it's already pre-cut, seasoned, marinating, and they're going into the freezer. So you can just grab and go. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We're gonna get ready to go to the gym. I'm having my pre-workout meal. I've got the same type of chicken that I had pre-cooked from days ago. I've got some rice that I always have on the rice cooker. I usually cook fresh rice daily, have that ready to go. And then I've got some cut up cucumbers that I like to have on the side. The dressing that I'm using is a teriyaki sesame dressing on my rice and chicken. So I felt like adding the cucumbers for just a little bit of oomph, I guess. Thank you so much for your patience watching as I meal prep and hopefully show you the tips that make you do this a lot easier. Always make sure you have bits of pieces for your meals pre-cooked ahead of time, whether it's your chicken, your vegetables, you have a rice cooker. I do a lot of my stuff in the air fryer, which just goes a lot faster. Yeah, you always want to be setting yourself up for success. And remember that when you truly want your goal, yes, you can cook separate meals for your family, but always remember it comes down to you and your habits for yourself, and then what you can do to lead your family for what they don't already know. Make things easier, make sure to clean out your sink and throw everything into your dishwasher after scrubbing. Once you're done with chicken per use, I just throw this out because you can see that sometimes the chicken is left on it. You're done, you're prepped, you're good, you're clean for the week. During your reinvention season, it is super important to stay on your goals, especially your nutrition goals, because without a good nutrition routine, your fitness, your weight loss goals, nothing is going to actually count. because no matter how much you work out, you cannot outrun or outtrain a bad diet. I don't call it diet. You need to make this a routine where you find foods you like, you make a routine that you can prep your food. I don't make my meals at home that fancy, especially cooking for 2 people. I would rather go to a restaurant. And so I plan my date nights, I plan lunch dates so that I don't need to be doing all this fancy stuff in my kitchen. I make sure that my body is nourished as well as it needs to be. And then if I want to eat a fancy dish, I'll go to a restaurant. Don't make things so complicated. You need to be eating protein. You need to be eating your carbs. They are not bad for you. Everything in moderation. What happens is most people overindulge, and once you overindulge and you're over consuming calories, or you're under eating where you feel like you're eating 1 meal a day, or that 1 meal has so many calories in it, you've already lost. If you have any questions about nutrition, drop them in the comments. I will definitely be making more videos on this topic as we reinvent ourselves and become the best version, also the healthiest and sexiest version this year. Y'all, this is my post-workout meal. This is dinner. All right. And yes, we have more greens on the plate, more than carbs. I've had carbs in 3 of my meals today, and this is my last meal. We've got some protein on there and a lot of greens, and I mixed up this amazing salad. I use the same dressing for every different type of salad that I make, but yeah, we're gonna eat and then I'm gonna go and shower. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button, and if you have any questions, drop them below. Turn on the post notifications for the next time I drop a video because they're always insightful with so many tips.